The void ripped apart like a bad cut on skin, screaming with weird energy that didn't belong anywhere. A guy with gray skin and red tattoos tumbled out, sparks of dying power trailing behind him like fading fireworks. He slammed down on a planet lost in total craziness, right in the heart of something called the Eye of Terror. The sky was blood red and swirling, and the ground felt alive, pulsing with something evil that made your stomach turn. Kratos, the ghost of Sparta, woke up in this nightmare, his muscles tight as he came to. The blades of exile, stuck to his arms by chains forever, glowed hot against his scarred body. He shook off the fog in his head and looked around. Twisted towers made of bone and metal reached up into that red sky like claws. The air smelled like old blood and rot. This wasn't home. Not Olympus, not Greece, nothing he knew. "What the hell is this?" he growled, his voice booming so loud the dirt shook under his feet. He barely got up when howls came from far off, like hunters on the prowl. Something in those cries hit him deep, like old darkness he knew too well. Didn't matter if they were beasts or god-slaves. He'd killed gods before, he'd do it again. Kratos started walking, each step burning a black mark into the twisted ground. Buildings around him breathed and bled, statues with eyes that followed him. It stank of gods messing with the world, shaping it for fun. His anger started bubbling up again, slow but sure. He came to what looked like a temple, but it was all wrong, twisted, full of changes and too much of everything. 8 pointed stars cut into walls that looked like skin. Blood and guts hung on the steps like decorations. Skulls paved the way in. The air shimmered, and a big guy in dark blue armor popped out, trimmed with silver that caught the bloody light. Weird symbols glowed on every part. "The gods say hello, Godslayer," the guy said, voice buzzing through his helmet. "The 4 big ones felt you drop in. That rage of yours, it's perfect." Kratos gripped his chains tighter. "I don't serve gods, not anymore." The big guy laughed like scraping metal. "The dark gods don't ask, Butcher. They just see family." Quick as a flash, he aimed a strange gun that hummed death. A blast shot out. Kratos dodged, the energy hitting dirt and turning it into wriggling tentacles that grabbed at him. He lashed back with his blades, fire trailing. The guy blocked with a lightning sword, but Kratos' fury pushed hard. Sparks flew, cuts opened, black ooze hissed. "Amazing," he hissed as they fought. "Khorne wants your skull, Tzeentch your brain, Slaanesh your fire, Nurgle what's left." The names meant nothing, but the worship tone was old news, same blind faith he'd heard from priests back home. His rage lit up, red marks glowing. "Tell them I knocked down Olympus, bathed in god blood, no fear here." His blades hit home, ripping an arm off. The guy laughed through pain like he liked it. "True hurt! You'll be a great champ." He twisted away, then stabbed deep. The armor cracked, the face under the helmet pretty but wrong, symbols moving under skin. "First test," the guy whispered, dying. "The path's tougher. See you in the warp." His body melted into screaming faces that faded away. Kratos breathed heavy, not tired, but fired up. This enemy was a twisted human, pumped by gods, just like old times. Ground shook, sirens wailed. Ships dropped from the sky. More god slaves or enemies. Didn't matter. Anyone blocking answers died. He headed to a city on the horizon, spires bent weird, fires everywhere. Answers waited there. Chains clinked, reminding him of his own chains, rage, revenge. The city, Velax, looked like an open sore, buildings twisting together gross. Streets flowed like veins with damned people. Screams could be pain or joy. Here, same thing. Kratos snuck in, folks running or kneeling like he was a demon boss. Their bows pissed him off more than fear. He hit a big square with thousands around a black altar. On it, a guy in shiny robes that changed colors held a staff with a wiggling eye. His hand drew signs that hung burning in air. The visions were right. A god killer's here, a tool from outside.
Crowd split, making a path to Kratos. He stood still, sizing up. This guy leaked power like old prophets, god mouthpiece with his own plans. "I'm Maltheris, Oracle of Change," he said. "The dark gods showed me you in blood dreams. They whispered your name in quiet spots, Kratos, breaker of gods." "You know jack about me," Kratos said. "I know you want meaning here, the chains you carry, body and soul. The gods give direction for that hate. It could light stars." Crowd chanted in a tongue that scraped his brain. Air got thick with magic. Kratos smelled a setup. He'd been in too many god tricks. "Stop!" he roared, charging. Cultists rushed him, mutated messes, extra arms, bug skin, wrong faces. He cut through like nothing, blades singing death. Maltheris watched calm, staff pulsing. When close, he slammed it down. "Bind him!" Ground spit metal tendrils that grabbed Kratos like old chains, but with burning runes. He roared, rage breaking bonds that beat fate's sisters. Chains snapped like a giant scream. Magic backlash fried cultist brains. Maltheris stumbled, shocked. "No way! No human breaks those!" "I'm no human," Kratos said. "Your gods learn the price of chaining me." The oracle raised a shield of shiny energy. "We offer rise up, power you can't dream." Kratos hit it, cracks spreading. Divine gifts turned to shit and backstabs. Maltheris darkened. "Then we take you in bits." Reality tore behind him. Out came big guys in old heavy armor, runes all over. 8 of them, holy number for evil. "The scourged hand waits," their boss said, voice twisted. "Take him alive," Maltheris ordered. "Ritual needs him whole." He vanished in a rip. The big guys moved fast for their size, circling. First one swung a power fist. Kratos dodged, strike glancing armor. Guns barked explosive rounds. He hid behind a pillar, rocks exploding. Another flanked with energy axe. Kratos threw blades wide, chains wrapping legs, yanking hard. Guy fell. Kratos jumped, stabbing eyes. Dead. One down, he thought. They adapted quick, attacking from all sides. Sword grazed back, round hit thigh. Rage built, skin glowing hot. He charged the leader, grabbing hammer haft. Shockwaves, but he held. Twist, pull off balance, stab neck. Leader down. They pushed harder, psychic blasts knocking him into altar. Circled, guns on him. "Contained," one said. Kratos smiled like a trapped wolf. "You think?" He roared, all his pain, rage, betrayal. Marks blazed red, power exploding, strength tripled, speed a blur. Wounds didn't matter. He tore one apart with hands, used arm as club on another. Guns burned skin, magic washed off. He lived half outside world now, like fighting God's home. Last one fell. Plaza wrecked, bodies everywhere. Kratos grabbed a power sword and grenades, useful here. Sirens louder, planes coming. He headed deeper, following Maltheris. Sorcerer talked of flesh room and ritual. Gods would pay for thinking they owned him. Deeper, city turned alive, walls beating, floors soft like meat, air thick with smoke from scream-mouth fires. He tailed robed folks, whispering about binding the outsider. They cut themselves for fun, proud scars. They led to a huge church with 8-point stars, gargoyles watching hungry. Kratos climbed outside, building skin reacting weird. Up top, a broken window let him in. He looked down on main room. Thousands circled a stage with Maltheris and 8 more like him around a machine thing, half metal, half meat, shifting gross. "Vessel ready," Maltheris said. "Godslayer's fire starts it. Gods come big time." Chant started, machine pulsing, making Kratos sick. Summoning, like old times, gods walking meant pain for everyone. Energy formed, red blood rage, shifting colors, green wrought life, purple pain joy. The 4 hunger for him, Maltheris said. "Bring the box." Cultists hauled a rune metal coffin, like Pandora's, but evil. His rage feeds corn, fight amuses Tzinch, pain thrills Slanesh, tough bits for Nurgle. We get rise up. Kratos had enough, gods using him again, like Zeus with the Titans. He scanned weak spots, targeted a column under a horn statue, stabbed with power sword, easy cut, statue tipped, falling.
Maltheris looked up too late. Psychic push failed. Crash killed 3. Machine flew into crowd. Panic. Energies lashed, turning folks to mutants or goo. Kratos jumped down, blades slowing fall on walls. Landed, killed nearest sorcerer fast. "Contain," Maltheris yelled. Beam hit Kratos' chest, mind flooding with fake worlds. Strong mind, but Tzinch planned you. Kratos pushed back, beat Furies, Fate sisters. No wizard wins. "I make fate." He stepped closer. Others joined power. 5 beams, enough to break armies. Kratos roared, marks burning, floor cracking, broke free. Backlash hit them, killed one after another, cut barrier, portal slice guy in half. Only Maltheris left, bleeding but standing. "Can't stop it, they tasted you, hunt forever." "Let 'em," Kratos said. "Join Olympus in dust." Maltheris laughed. "You don't get it. Dark gods ain't flesh, they're soul mirrors. Rage lives, Korn lives. Change lives, Tzinch lives. Can't kill, just say no." Kratos paused, blade up. Truth hit. After Olympus, no peace. Forces stayed. Different here? "Join," Maltheris said. "Reshape everything. No more hurts, just win." Kratos thought, used, betrayed, God then not. Remembered Pandora's sacrifice, family dead by his hand, mortals crushed. Gods always pawn mortals. No, stabbed heart. "Harder road," Maltheris whispered. "You become new, not slave, not foe, other." Body turned energy, 4 shapes brief, gone to sky. Kratos smashed the box, ghosts wailed free. Battle won, but more coming. Ships landed, some stars, some eagles, new sides. Kratos grabbed blades, left church, galaxy twisted, but he'd cut path with blood and will, war for his soul starting. Drop pod hit 3 km from church ruins. Doors blew, 5 blue armor space marines out fast, guns scanning. Sergeant Titus adjusted scanner, ignoring machine complaints. Enemies heading center, traitors, Thousand Sons, World Eaters, and weird signal. Anomaly from librarians? Brother Varro asked. Yeah, wound in the warp, mortal and god, but neither. They moved through twisted streets, careful. Figure appeared, gray skin, red marks, old-style armor glowing strange, chained blades hot. Who are you? Titus demanded. Kratos of Sparta, no fight if no gods. We serve Emperor, guardian not god. Kratos tensed, leader denying godhood, like his short god time before betrayal. Emperor not year, dark gods tried me, said no. Titus thought quick. Fitz briefing, resisted chaos on demon world. Chaos enemies to us, common fight. I'm Titus, Ultramarines 4th. Air rippled, Thousand Sons popped in, dusty armor glowing, sorcerer with bird helmet, staff sparking, god slayer for Zench. They fired warp bolts at both. Titus' squad dove, shot back. Kratos rolled, grays burning, like temple guys, but robot moves. Blades hit armor tough. Dust spilled, no blood. Dust in shells, Titus yelled. Break all or kill boss. Kratos yanked helmet. Dust screamed gone. Battle chaos. Bolters, blades. Ultramarines team perfect. Kratos stormed tearing. Sorcerer raised staff. Changer's power. Ground melted. Spires grabbing. Kratos sank like ocean fights. Rage freedom. Sorcerer beamed warp. Unravel you. Hit hard. Change pushing. But Kratos remade too often. Core stayed. Broke free. Aura building. Sorcerer backed. Impossible. Touched gods. Killed gods. Kratos advanced. Sorcerer tried port out, blade pierced, yanked back, stab end, ground fixed. You fight good, enemy of powers. These gods like old ones, persistent, more come. Yeah, we leave now, mission check anomaly. You, Inquisition once. Kratos eyed, sounded control. I go free. Titus saw no force works, demon world, chaos everywhere, Imperium fights them, not perfect, but wall against. Kratos weighed, stay, endless waves, go, learn, maybe trap. Your ship takes me out. Thunderhawk ready, to battle barge at the edge. I'll go, but no prisoner, no tool. Played that, won't again. Got it, move, reinforcements. Sounds of pods, demons. They ran, Titus scanning paths. Kratos watched, disciplined like old Spartans, but tech boosted. Fought for empire, emperor, stuff he hated, but against dark gods, matched his hate. Thunderhawk waited, engines hot, ground burst blood fire. Brass red armor guys out, demon faces, big one with skulls, chain axe and claws. Blood for blood god, skull for throne. World Eaters, Titus said. Aquilius, ready ship, we hold. Kratos eyed. Their rage called his, like Ares' slaves. Faced like, Kratos said. Killed? Yeah. Took place, killed rest. Before more, charge came. Wild, no plan, just kill. Ultramarines bolted some down. Kratos hit big one. Axe swung, tank crush. Dodged, struck mid, blades biting, but not deep. Big one grabbed chains. Good weapons. Offer when dead. Pulled Kratos in. Kratos used pull. Kicked chest hard. Stagger. Release. Flurry on joints. Laugh like grind. Parry fast. Sparks. Around. Ultramarines held versus numbers. Ready, Titus called. Back with cover. Kratos got separated, switched, dodge, overcommit. Big one swung wild. Kratos cut arm, stabbed throat, blood hot. Guy clawed dying, head off. Felt watch, God eyes on victory. See what waits. Rest surged. Titus covered, bolters dropping. Kratos ran, boarded as lift. Ramp shut, up. Blood God remembers, Titus said. Let all remember using Kratos. Broke atmosphere, Velix small, swirl madness, big ship ahead, sword of ultramarine, first step out chaos, but gods watched, interest growing, Emperor 2, alien gods, galaxy war, gods versus mortals big scale, Kratos path own, not tool, ghost here, galaxy change. On barge, Kratos before bosses, Titus squad there. Inquisitor Dracos, scars and metal face. Librarians checked, not our galaxy. Essence from elsewhere, not demon, not alien. Told you, God who killed gods, throne here. Dracos I were. Problem, Imperium no gods but emperor. No worship want, own way. Doc in white armor, humanish but warp energy like top demons, heals Primarch fast. What do? Draco said. No rules for you. Chaos wants you bad. Can't let. Titus spoke. Fought chaos hard. With us versus traitors. Asset. Suggest use as weapon? Report observed. Chaos resist huge. Kratos tired talk like absent. No weapon, yours or chaos. Used before, Olympus gone. Same here. Threat hung, hands on guns. Draco stopped. We fight end on fronts. Not chain, see if goals match. Kratos saw the frame. Threats everywhere. Chaos, aliens, rebels. Co-op how? Hit chaos who hunt you. We give stuff, info, backup. You fight with when match. Share God knowledge. Don't mess Emperor faith. Kratos near laughed. Mortals demand God nod. No need to Emperor. No fight without reason. Chaos, we match. Deal base. Ordo Malleus op. Titus link. Titus surprised, no complain. One more, Draco said. Warp mess Perseus arm, like your drop, tear growing. Chance? Learn how here, maybe go back. Kratos perked. Who threw him? God game cross worlds. When? Now. Course set. Gear ready. Meeting end. To armory. Titus dismissed guards. Fought good. Galaxy threats beyond chaos. Prepare. Weapons wall. Guns, plasmas, powers. Titus showed big axe. Suit strength, cuts most armor. Kratos. Presence pull as real space near. Meet again, flesh maybe. Doubt seeds grow. Wrench back real. Knock, Titus, armor scratched. Arrived, you hit? Cinch, pushy. Withstood direct. Most mad or slave? Not most. Disturbance on Kronos 4, feudal world, billions. Unrest, daemons maybe. Tear north, valley of ascension, warrior graves. Kratos thought, death spots thin veils. Deploy hour, Thunderhawk drop edge, foot in. Brief, perimeter set, they check tear. Dracos orbit watch. Boarded, tension build. Combat wait, but deeper. Answers who threw him, why. Drop rough, world pretty. Forests, mountains, villages old style.
Land clear 10-kilometer valley. Air, ozone ash, hair up. Energy weird, Aquilius said. Flow in, not out. Something pulled through, Titus said. Forest dead quiet, trees shake no reason. Valley over ridge, depression peaks around, stones, graves. Center, tear 200 meters high, gold edges, pulse, through, other world, columns, blue sky. Olympus, Kratos breathed, before I wrecked. Sure? Climbed stairs, killed there. Titus voxed up. Kratos saw hooded chant circles sway. Armored tall guys, symbols, wreaths, bolts, trident, old gods. Impossible! Titus, chaos copies mind power. From your head? No, more. Spotted gold tall one, armor pulse with tear. Felt gaze cross distance. Zeus. Gold raised spear, lightning to tear, grew bigger. Forcing wide, Titus said. For through, not thing, gods, restore Olympus here. Shapes form beyond, tower big. Succeed, galaxy faces gods who toy mortals. Strike now, hit chant first, then armor. Zeus mine, rest yours. Kratos down fast, rage up. Old gods who made him kill family, betray endless. Cultist saw, chant break, rose weapons. Too slow, Kratos whirlwind, blades harvest. Bolters from ridge drop outer, armored ring gold. Trident waves, axe phase, spear vines. Kratos hit head on, dodge axe, cut knee. Grab trident, stab face. Ultramarines in, sword versus shield rings. Kratos eye on gold, channel to tear. Shapes clearer, Zeus beard, Poseidon trident, Athena face. Can't stop, gold called. Pantheon back, true gods, not corpse. Kratos tore last guard head, not Zeus, puppet shadow. Gold laughed Zeus tone, more than you know. Shatter Olympus, not kill, spread essence multiverse. Found warp, belief shapes, gesture to tear. Your drop opened door, fragments called big selves, reborn, warped strong, no limits. Kratos charged, blades fire, gold parry fast. His memories knows me. More than, purpose Zeus missed, transcend. Weapons lock, ground crack. Fail like him, hubris. Gold back to tear. Failure step up, you taught. Stab spear to center, cascade, tear, flare. Shapes push, hands huge, test barrier. Moments left, gods through, world reshape. Key tear, not gold. Close, how? Malthorous words, not flesh, soul mirrors. Here, Olympus manifest belief, psychic. Anchor, you. You nexus, Kratos said. Hierophant, vessel. Death disrupts. Delay only, path open, they know way. Maybe, not now. Turn, blades to tear, sank like meat. Channeled rage, no to gods. Tear, shake, edges wild, shapes back. No! Hierophant charge, spear through, back out chest. Pain like Zeus last. If cost, Kratos gripped, fine. Pull, tear fabric, blades channel kill force, collapse in.
shapes howl, dissolve. Hierophant crumble, armor dust, body energy motes. Tear sliver, blades drop to hands. Titus, sealed, medic needed. Kratos knee, wound disrupt heal. The Emperor wants answers. Inquisition more your close method. Tell, gods same everywhere. Hungry worship, jealous power, cruel defiers. Vulnerable no true. Thunderhawks come, vision blur, but no fear, died before, back. Last sea, galaxy, worlds mortals versus divine, emperor throne sacrifice, chaos emotion gods, alien deities, need slayer. Smiled, dark claim. On med deck, docks work Kratos, frame big for even marines. Regen unreal, healing despite disrupt. Dracos watch glass. Survive? Yeah, months maybe. Psychic anti-god. Titus by, closed by will, god harm weapons. Valuable, can't toss. Assessment loyalty? No master, hates God manipulate, matches us. Sword no handle, risky but strong. Recover, offer Ordo up, free hunt, resources when match. Refuse? Contain, pity triers. Kratos' eyes open, fire. Sat, ichor seep. Accept, but hunt deserve gods. Emperor, if bad, no shield. Dracos' eye wide. The Emperor protects humanity's servers. Align, ally good. Kratos blank. Mortal control illusion. Served now, galaxy gods prey on mortals. Hunt ground huge. When start? Titus disturbs 3 sectors, like Kronos. Hunt then. Stood, docks protest, wound trickle, divine fix fast. Strode out, crew aside, fear, awe, recognize, warrior new. Godslayer in God galaxy, stars shake.
In the grim darkness of the far future, where there is only war, lurk entities born from the collective nightmares of every thinking being in the galaxy. These are the Chaos Gods, vast, insatiable forces that twist reality itself, feeding on emotions like rage, despair, and desire. They dwell in the warp, a swirling hell of psychic energy, where thoughts become monsters and the barrier between mind and matter frays. But beware, as you learn their secrets, you might feel their gaze upon you, a creeping horror that promises power while devouring your soul. What if the anger bubbling in your chest right now is just a whisper from one of them, pulling you closer to damnation? The Chaos Gods, often called the Dark Gods or ruinous powers, aren't traditional deities with benevolent intentions. They're massive psychic constructs, formed from the raw emotions and souls of sentient life across the universe. They exist in the Imperium, the warp, a parallel dimension that's both a source of faster-than-light travel for starships and a breeding ground for unspeakable horrors. Every feeling you have, hate, ambition, fear, feeds into this realm, coalescing into these gods. They're not good or evil in a simple way. They're monomaniacal, each embodying a single overwhelming concept, and they're utterly dependent on mortals to sustain them.
If all rage died out in the galaxy, one god would wither away. But in a universe filled with endless conflict, they're stronger than ever, constantly scheming to corrupt souls and expand their influence into real space, the material world we know. Their origins trace back to the dawn of intelligent life. In the galaxy's early days, the warp was calmer, a formless sea of psychic energy. As species like humans, Eldar, Ayadari, and others evolved, their emotions grew stronger, pooling like storms in the warp. The first three gods, Khorne, Tsench, and Nurgle, gained sentience around the end of the second millennium AD, M2 in Warhammer chronology, fueled by humanity's medieval wars, plagues, and schemes. The fourth, Slaanesh, was born much later, in the 29th millennium, M29, from the Eldar Empire's descent into hedonistic excess. This fall of the Eldar created a massive warp storm called the Eye of Terror, a rift where chaos spills into reality, birthing horrors that still plague the galaxy today. Some lore hints that the Eldar alone birthed Slaanesh, but all gods draw power from every race's emotions. Humans provide the bulk now, given their numbers. The horror lies in their timelessness. They exist outside linear time, so their influence echoes backward and forward, making it feel like they've always been waiting, just out of sight.